We are live and welcome. We're so excited to have you join us today for the Sugar Challenge. If you're catching us on the replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay in the comments. And if you are catching us on Facebook Live and you want to ask a question, you can ask your question in the comments. And if you're with us here on Zoom, you can ask a question there. I don't see anybody with us on Zoom at this point, but yay, here we go. So we are like 2 weeks in to our Sugar Challenge. And how's it going so far?
Good.
Yeah, no problems. Mary's like, whatever. I do this all the time.
I know every day. No, it's been good. I think the thing that saved me the most is those fruit leathers. I usually get them at Costco. They're 100% fruit. They have 2 different flavors, so they're textured. You know who else has a really good one is Target has a really good like bite-sized ones. So that's
Nice. Okay, so fruit leathers or bite-sized fruit leathers. So you can look for some of those things. I had somebody text me this week and say Costco has some kind of a really delicious keto ice cream, and I have had some keto ice creams. I know Whole Foods carries it. It's very expensive, but it's nice to know you can have a treat. You know what we should do is we should post an ice cream recipe. We'll put an ice cream recipe in the link. I know it's winter, but some of us like ice cream in the winter too. Also, did you get, if you got the adaptogenic hot chocolate from doTERRA, that's sugar-free and it is tasty, really good. But I also have a recipe for that if you want it. Do you guys want that?
Yes.
Hot chocolate. It's not adaptogenic. It's just sugar-free, but it's really quite tasty. So yeah, awesome. Mary, do you have any tips?
Well, so we've been buying these sugar-free chocolates for
How do they do for your stomach?
They're actually stevia sweetened as well.
Wow.
And so there's 0 sugar. There's just a little, there's 9 gram, let's see, 1 dietary fiber, 9 grams of carbohydrates for a tablespoon of chocolate chips, but I'll mix them with peanut butter or like you melt them. And then I'll mix my nut. These are pumpkin seeds or almonds or pecans, and then just make so yummy. It's
oh,
really
yay. I love that you're sharing these little tips and tricks. So
like peppermint, but add a drop of mint or cinnamon, add some, so
that's awesome.
I love it. That's awesome. Okay, mine is also chocolate. So I have the sugar-free Russell Stover chocolates, but these are sweetened with maltitol. So I don't recommend these very much because they're pretty hard on your gut. You're going to need some peppermint enteric-coated capsules to get you through it, or some Digestin or something, because it's going to be bad, but they taste amazing. So if we're letting the tongue rule, go ahead. Now I do have another couple, and this one actually I got from Costco. This one does have sugar. So you have to just like, this has to be kind of a personal choice thing. It is a dark chocolate. They're little tiny, like a bite of chocolate. So if you can do one, or if it's too annoying to unwrap them, sometimes that's a deterrent for me.
good. They make it open, huh?
Right? Just make it a little harder for me. But they do have, it's 13 total carbohydrates. And this is actually in 6 pieces. So they're expecting you to unwrap 6 of them to get 13 carbs, but 4 dietary fibers. So you're still actually in a really good place with these, and you can have 6 of them. So it just kind of depends on if you're like, no, for real, no sugar at all, or if I'm just kind of trying to limit carbohydrates. Another one that I really, really like, this one is a lot more expensive. This is called Skinny Me. You can go to skinnymechocolate.com and purchase these. They are expensive. They say that they'll send you one for $5, but then you find out it was a free trial. Like, how do you free trial chocolate? You have to send it back if you don't want it, or they charge you the other $35. So
Wow.
kind of dumb, and their customer service is terrible, but their chocolate is amazing. And if you go and just get onto their auto ship and just get a bag every 3 or 4 months, it's like $40 for the bag, but they are these really, really, they're the right, like when you have chocolate and you're like, oh, that's so good. Yeah, this is that. Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
all right. We should talk also about the new proteins. That
Yeah,
Georgia-
so I got mine and I tried them. I like the plant-based the best. It
Okay.
doesn't have, it has a little bit more of a plant texture, I think, than the whey ones, which are totally creamy. If I could describe the whey ones, it'd be creamy city. You know what I mean? Where the
Super,
plant
super
protein
yummy.
isn't quite as creamy, but I like the flavor and texture of it actually. And what I do is a little bit of ice, a little bit of almond milk, and a half a banana. Blend it up.
Ooh, nice.
Super yummy.
Very
Yum.
nice. You could add maybe a half an avocado and see if it creams it up even a little bit more.
Instead of the banana or in addition to?
Maybe in addition to, just kind of experiment with it. Another thing I really love to cream up shakes is frozen okra, believe it or not, which is amazing for your gut. But okra has that like natural kind of, I want to call it slimy consistency, but when you put it in from frozen, it ends up making it more creamy and it is really good. It's also really good in soups, but also very, very healthy for your gut, which is a big deal, as we know. So yeah, so all the proteins are delicious. And if you've got yours already, put a 1 in the comments. If you're still waiting, put a 2 in the comments. And the fiber is another one. This is super yummy. Did you get your fiber too?
I got it, but I haven't tried it yet. I just tried the greens this morning.
It is really, really yummy. I tried to have some last night so it would fill me up before I went to bed, but I was too hungry. I got up and ate anyway. But that's just because I didn't eat enough dinner.
Okay.
That happens sometimes. And then the greens are still really green, but
Yeah.
I don't see if it creams it up even a little bit more.
It's the banana.
What are we, does somebody have the Facebook on and that we're kind of hearing that?
Greens.
Back a little bit. Do you want me to hit your mute button?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right,
That's
the
okay.
greens are a little green still. They taste really, really quite green, but they're not as green as like if you didn't like Terra greens, sorry, you're probably gonna like these quite a lot. And I think
They're
they're
sweet.
really good in a shake. Say it again.
They're
Chantal.
pretty sweet, I said. The
Yeah,
greens.
they do have a lot of sweetness with the and they have those berries and they have the pineapple. And so there's a lot, plus that lemon and ginger gives it a nice kind of a kind of those lower flavors. So it's not like all just sweet. I don't know if that really makes sense, but kind of hits your tongue a little differently. But they are really good in a shake. My husband has really enjoyed the vanilla whey protein with half a cup of frozen cherries and the greens. He loves it. He calls it his cherries Jubilee or
Awesome.
Cherry Garcia or something. I don't know what he calls it, but it's something cherry yummy. So he's happy with it. So
Good.
yeah. So, okay. Any questions? Are there any questions coming in on the Facebook page that you can see? So you're muted.
She's muted.
Sorry, it's a good thing because I clicked the video back on again on Facebook. Emily was just asking for the Zoom link, so I just got her that, so I'm not sure if she'll pop.
Okay,
on
so
live.
maybe she'll pop on with us and maybe she has a question, but I'm excited that you guys are still going with it and keep going with it. Anything else that either of you want to add?
I do.
Yes, yes, you do.
So I feel like when I really am craving something, I try to find more of a protein veggie type combo if I can, or whatever. But sometimes I'm not in the salty mood. And I found this at Costco. Have you guys seen this?
Oh
before?
yeah, just like the collagen peptides.
Yeah, I really, really like it because I can't taste the flavor. Some of my kids are like, that tastes like, and I'm like, whatever, you can't taste that. But anyway,
It's
you
like
can,
nothing.
yeah, it tastes like nothing. So like I just put a scoop in my sipper
And it's super dissolvable.
yeah, totally, like it's gone.
And you can add this, you can put this in your coffee. I drink Pero every morning. I put a scoop in my Pero and it's collagen. So it helps your joints, it helps your skin, it helps your brain. Like, I mean, the list is super long on what collagen can do for you.
Cool.
And-
Thank you.
yeah. Yeah. So, and then I put turmeric in my Pero as well.
oh, I
Fiber.
heard that. Really good.
It's so yummy.
So there's something I wanted to do really quick. I know we don't have anybody on, but I'm wondering like if we could walk someone through, like we could walk through working through an emotion that we may be dealing with. Do one of you want to throw one out and we'll talk through it? Like it doesn't have to be for you. It could be for like your friend that's been messaging you.
You're so
Right? Because you might have emotions right now since you've gone off sugar and you're like, what the freak? I can't deal with this
Exactly.
crazy world that's happening right now.
Someone threw out an emotion.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said somebody did on Facebook.
No, one of you. I don't see anyone respond.
I think fear. Fear is a big one right now.
Okay, fear is great. I mean, it's not great. It's fear.
good emotion.
But it's a really, that's a fun one to work through. So I'm gonna pull up. Does Droply have emotions on it?
I don't remember. I usually use the emotions app.
I do too. Okay, so it sure does. Okay, so yeah. So some of the stuff that can really help with dealing with fear is so what I like to do, first, so I recognize the emotion. So fear, we might be
oh, I'm scared. I'm feeling scared.
Oh, okay. So if I'm feeling scared, how am I going to deal with it? Rather than, oh no, my whole world shuts down. Like try to change the thinking just a little bit there instead of shutting down. So we're going to deal with it by, let's see, where in my body am I feeling this fear? Like try to look at it objectively. So Brenda, just play with me for a minute.
Yeah. So lots of times when I feel fear, it's either in my heart or my gut.
Okay. So, I don't want to come off this screen. Hold on. I just took a screenshot. Okay. So then we can look at, so then just notice how it feels, try to find a texture, even if or a color, just really look at it. And then you can ask yourself, or even say to yourself, I'm feeling fearful because. And then I like to grab a piece of paper and just scribble. I actually don't write words. I scribble, and I know lots of people write words, but I try to get down to.
Yeah, because you still you're thinking all the thoughts while you're scribbling. I can feel that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like you're still getting it out, even though it doesn't matter what it says on the paper because you know what it says.
Scribbling. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then and also when I get to the point when I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I could grab an oil. If I think about it before, I will. But sometimes we're just hijacked and we can't even get there. So scribbling it can help us get to that
place where then you can maybe find an oil. And don't you think sometimes any oil will do to begin with?
Yes.
Yeah. To just start. So here I have tangerine.
Perfect. Okay, so tangerine's a great, yeah. And any oil. The one oil that was suggested was the Balance. It's a good one. The grounding blend. I just screenshotted it. What's the inspiring blend?
I think it is one of the I don't remember. Is it the Well, go see if you can click on it and see what's in it, and then we can remember what it is.
Hold on. Okay. So it doesn't matter really, but you can go to the Droply app, which is free to you. If you don't have this, comment so we can get this to you.
Yes, because we want you to have it.
Yes, we do. So then
it's passion.
Passion. Yes, inspiring. Thank you.
So you can click on any of these and it'll tell you more. One that's actually not even listed here that's fantastic for it, that's in our sippers you can add, is cassia. Has anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. We use cassia for fear all the time.
And in the you can put it in your smoothie, you can put it in your oatmeal.
It's so good. And it tastes like a cinnamon roll. Right? Like buttery, it's so good. And kind of sweet even. Like it has a
Yeah.
What are you doing with it that makes it taste like a cinnamon roll?
Just
You
add it.
put it in your vanilla shake. Like you'll just be like, what the heck?
Oh, breakfast tomorrow.
Now
Here I
it's the
come.
cinnamon roll shake. Yeah.
Couple of drops to your sipper. You can it'll make it taste cinnamony. It's really good. How many do you add though, Brenda, when you do your sippers?
I wouldn't do too many on cassia because it is a little hotter oil. You don't want to get it on your lips. In your smoothie, it's going to mix in a little better just because you have more ingredients for it to bond with. But in your sipper, I'd probably just do 1 or 2 drops. So.
Awesome. So yeah, so then turn to your oils, put some oils on, and just kind of let that fear leave. And
Mhm.
noticing it, paying attention to it, it has to be recognized for it to go.
Yeah.
So that's the key right there. When we have our emotions, don't just bury them down, because then that's going to drive us to go raid the
Eat more sugar.
candy closet. Yeah. So pay attention to how you're feeling, and just try to relax into it a bit.
I love that.
And one more thing I like to do, I like to try to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 as to how intense it is before I start. And if I don't think about it, I'll just say, okay, now I'm feeling on a scale of 1 to 10. And then I'll say, but before I was at, and you can kind of guess, just so you can see your progress. We've got to see how well we're doing, or so we can cheer for ourselves and keep it going. So
I love that. Mary, thank you so much. I think that's so timely, so needed right now. There's so much stuff going on. People's heads are just kind of exploding. We have a lot of concern. Some people don't know anything that's going on, but they're just like feeling the tension or the edginess anyway. And you can just kind of feel it in the air. And so if you're feeling that, you can use emotions to help support you. And Mary, I love that you talked about just kind of leaning into it, relaxing into it. If you've ever had a baby, you know that fighting against a contraction is way more painful than just relaxing through it as best you can and allowing it to move forward and really, deliver us to the next phase or of whatever is happening on our planet. So we have a lot of things that are going on with that. So I'm so glad you're here. Do we have any other comments in the Facebook group before we sign off?
no, Linda Lee just wanted to know when it was so she could make sure she was on. So she'll be on next weekend.
Okay, great. And do join us live. We love having you when you come live because then we can, kind of talk to you and we can actually talk about things that are super relevant to you. We also love it when you comment. And if you leave your comments in the Facebook group through the comment section, we'll come back through and answer those a little bit later. So, we have a drawing, right? Yes. Chantel, are you doing it?
Yeah, it was Chris.
Yay, Chris Lewis.
Yes.
You're the first winner. Hooray. So you're going to get a sipper and tell us about the sippers. Mary.
Oh, me. So I've got a ginger lime sipper, my favorites. Ginger super calming for the stomach as well. And then we have a cilantro lemonade one, which that's one of your favorites. What was that?
I want it. I want that one for me. I should have won.
It always looks a little weird if we win.
I know. You have to tell me the recipe.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. The recipes, we did put them up in the Facebook group last week. So we will I'll go comment on them and bring them back up to the top so that you guys have access to those. And then the way you get in the drawing is if you're doing the sugar challenge, the way we know you're doing it is because you're texting one of us and letting us know about it. You are on with us on Wednesdays, or you comment in the Facebook group. So that's how we know that you're participating and how your name gets in the drawing. So keep going with us, and we love you, and you're doing it. If you haven't already, grab your protein, your doTERRA nutrition, so you're ready for our new challenge that's going to be starting on the 1st of February, the Power of Healthy. And you have the opportunity to get it's called the Foundations Healthy. Oh gosh, what's the name of it? Foundational Healthy Kit. I don't know. That doesn't feel right. Foundational Habits. Yeah.
From doTERRA.
from doTERRA. And that comes with your vitamins, your Terrazyme, your PB Assist, 5 oils, a deep blue rub, and 1 pack of protein, a pack of greens, and a pack of fiber. And your protein is the chocolate. That's the one it comes with. So grab that so you can do the 21-day challenge with us. That's starting February 1st. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.